Moonpsycles.
Hello.
Oh, Jacqueline, it is a new moon in Leo and it's a partial solar eclipse. And to be quite frank, I've gone through the mill this week. Lots of letting go of the old me, shedding, grieving old me, grieving like just old behaviours and people. And it's kind of learning to start embracing that new me that I've always wanted to be, but was way too afraid to step into. And it's been quite emotional and quite hectic and quite draining, to be quite honest with you. But I thank you. I wanted to thank you for just
slapping it out of you,
just being a good friend, just being such a supportive friend.
Our friends, PK.
Yeah, and
Well, I could say the same to you.
Yeah, no,
I'm not going to on camera.
You're welcome.
No, it's a very intense energy. We've literally just done our webinar for the Eclipse, and it was great actually. Really nice webinar, nice energy. Everybody's going through the same kind of thing, feeling familiar old patterns coming up, or familiar themes that they thought they'd dealt with, presenting themselves. And these are gateways into a new way of being. Sometimes they can feel like mini crisis when they're happening, and you're like, oh God, like, and everything is quite sluggish because of all this retrograde. And I'm pretty much over this Mars retrograde now. I like to get things done, and I'm feeling like I just can't seem to. Well, it's felt like I can't seem to move forward, which you can't when Mars is retrograde. Because Mars is your action, so it's just hold brakes on everything, and it's quite frustrating. So this eclipse, which is a new moon, solar eclipse is a new moon, it kind of feels like the energy of a full moon because of its intensity a little bit. And the planetary aspects are challenging. But I must admit, when you follow astrology, it's great to know that this is what's happening, rather than, being if I was in the dark to all this, I'd probably be having a meltdown.
Yeah, it's a great tool to actually know kind of what to expect. But, like you said, I mean, if I was in the dark about the planetary movements, I'd be in such victim mode, thinking I'm the only person going through this. You don't understand, that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, I do that sometimes too. But I mean, like we've always seen with our groups that we hear everybody sharing, and we listen to the theme of what we're about to talk about in the astrology, and that just shows us how on point it is, and it's such a incredible tool to follow and be connected to. When we first decided to run these groups, I was already working with the lunar cycle, and we would go into events that were full moon transmissions, and I love the new moon because the new moon is an opportunity to do magic and spells and like set your intentions. And the eclipse is like such a more powerful force because there's like 6 months behind. It's like 6 moons of energy, of momentum. So the goals tend to present themselves as much bigger topics. Yeah,
this one's really exciting for me. I feel like I'm just cutting through stuff really to open up lots of space for new beginnings. So I'm buzzing about it. I just want to get going.
Moonpsycles was born on an eclipse. This is how powerful that these things are. And also we've just come through Lionsgate 8-8
tell us about that, PK.
So Lionsgate is it's a star alignment with Sirius, and I'm not sure much about it, but like it's where the sun from our central sun and the sun of Sirius is all aligned. So it's like this big, powerful fire energy happening, the sign of Leo, and yeah, just very, very powerful, courageous energy, you know, that we can tap into and create, you know, amazing stuff. Hence we created, you know, meeting each other. But it was really powerful. I mean, like, we weren't expecting it at all. You know, we didn't meet on the 888. We met like a few weeks before, but we actually kind of got together on that 888 weekend 2 years ago, and it was very, even we were like, what's going on? We've fallen in love. But
for
yeah,
a couple of weeks.
For a couple of weeks. But yeah, it was a spawn of something massive, you know. I mean, like the work with Jacqueline and I do, we know that this is a bigger picture thing. This is a forever thing, you know, whether each of us are in a different relationship with other people, you know, our bond is very much forever for bigger picture work, service work, and doing this this work. Bless her. Bless her.
Yeah, so shall I show my little drawing?
Yeah, show me your little drawing,
I'll show you my little drawing.
See
So
that?
I just wanted to talk about the yod, what's happening. Yeah, so at the bottom there so at the top you can see my little drawings of Sun, Moon, Mercury in Leo, and that other little symbol next to it is the North Node, which is why this is an eclipse, because the North Node, the ecliptical point of the Moon, is in Leo as well. So, and then above that is the symbol for the asteroid Pallas Athena. So Pallas Athena is the goddess warrior. She's a warrior goddess of justice and truth. So Mercury is all about truth and communication as well. So, you know, we've got a lot of fiery debate potentially happening here in this around this eclipse.
Big debates, Jacqueline. Big, like mass debates. Sorry, no, didn't mean that.
Always lower the tone. Yeah, it's getting your truth across, and we could find ourselves so passionately wanting to express our own truth, our personal truth, that things could get a little heated. And yeah, it would be really useful to know, or for me, following astrology and listening to other astrologers, hearing them say, you know, tap into the Leo, the fun side of Leo, because that will save you, that will pull you through any of that like kind of heated discussion, because discussion and debate really is they're the words like that are going to be, you know, on
and when we're trying to get our truth across to another, whether it be in our jobs, a relationship, or family members, whatever it is, you know, that like wanting to be right, the ego will come up, and that other octave of Leo where we need to bring in that fun side and kind of laugh at ourselves and go, you know what, I got my opinion, you got your opinion, you know, let's party,
let's still be friends, and let's just have let's play on the harmonica. So
thank God you had that at hand, Jacqueline.
It was all part of my plan. So the other part of this drawing is at the bottom there. You can see that Neptune and Pluto are in sextile to each other, which is a harmonious aspect. So, and they are like creating this yod, this finger of God, pointing to this eclipse. So a finger of God is like channeled energy. So the energy of Pluto, which is your deep subconscious, it's like the deepest parts of the hidden parts of your psyche. So potential limitations or beliefs that may have been constructed in early childhood, and that you may be able to witness through the energy of Neptune, which is that psychic seeing. It's the dream state. So maybe dreams will be enhanced. Maybe like you'll be able to witness. For me, so many synchronicities, so many connections and signs and things when you're open to it. This last week, and you know, we're not even at the eclipse yet, but the build up has already been showing signs of what what has been very present in my past. So they're kind of those two energies are pointing towards this eclipse, which is a new beginning. So, you know, and it's all on this 11 on the 11th, which is 11th is a gateway kind of number in numerology as well.
So again, new beginnings. So this is a massive change.
Lots of
we
transformation.
must move with it. And if we have our patterns of when the eclipses come along, we like have this thing. I'm going to do it. I can't be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, when we do that, it's going to be a lot harder the next 6 months. We're going to have to drag ourselves, and it could be kicking and screaming, and it's not going to be pleasant. So use this energy. Take those risks, because what happens when you take those risks, the universe goes like that. Take that jump, and the universe will catch you, and really support you, because you are doing what's right for you and what's right for the rhythms of nature, which is you.
And these times, when I was working very much without in the 3D world with people that aren't into all this stuff and like following like energy and what have you, I'd really see it within there. I'd have these little crises and breakdowns and opportunities to go, right, I'm going to change my job, or I'm going to change my relationship, and then just ignore it. And I'd be like, oh my God, there was your moment. This is I can see it happening. It's eclipse time. This is a perfect time to do it. It's giving you that opportunity. But no, it's too uncomfortable to go through change. And then you're back into another 6 months of slog.
And complaining.
Yeah, because it's so much harder to get going without, mid-cycle to change up. You don't have that power of the forces of nature.
But we mustn't get frustrated with others who don't want to jump, Jack.
Yeah, I could care less, actually. Maybe I used to, but yeah.
Same here. It would really frustrate me. It would rule my world, the fact that the people I love weren't moving in the same direction as me. And when we awaken a little bit and we know, we think we know what's best for another, but in actual fact, they are on their path at that point for a reason, to teach us to step back and concentrate on our own shit.
Yeah, because it's wasted energy,
Exactly.
trying to move someone else's path for them,
We should wrap this up, because we can go on for Britain, Jacqueline.
Yeah, but if you, want to listen to us go on for Britain, then you can join one of our webinars, or you can hook up with us on Facebook and say,
meet up. We're on Instagram. We're on it all.
Not very often on Instagram, actually. We're crap at that.
Fun things. We post our altars and certain funny videos. But anyway, people, happy new moon in Leo, and take that courage, be courageous, and just jump and use this solar eclipse
and
energy.
That sluggish energy is going to come to an end come September. Just see out the rest of August. Don't worry about doing anything, get your intentions in your head, like get them in your heart, feel your heart, go back to your breath, and know that it's all gonna happen come September.
It's all okay.
It's okay.
Okay, namaste, people.
Blessed be.